This is going to be a little side quest homework for those who are interested. So I was responding to Erin this morning. She had a student milestone, which is awesome. And she was talking about how she didn't realize that previously the story that her mind was playing was that it was telling her she was unlovable or difficult to love. And she was talking about how seeing this from two different perspectives, because in two of the different days you write about this topic from two different angles, or a topic from two different angles. And she realized the difference in what her brain was telling her versus what the reality actually was. She's not unlovable. But because of previous experience, her brain was trying to protect her by telling her that she was. So in the response to her, I channeled this idea and I wanted to share it with anyone else as homework. And it's about releasing a part of yourself that your brain was telling you was true to protect you, but now you've come to realize that that story is not actually true. And that the story was probably running on autopilot because it was running unchecked. So you're gonna need a couple things for this: a piece of paper, a pen, and a plant or something to shovel a little bit of dirt outside. You're gonna take the plain piece of paper, you're gonna fold it. You can make it smaller if you want. It doesn't have to be pretty, it doesn't have to be perfect, okay? Essentially you wanna make it look like a little book, okay? That's all. See? Nothing fancy about it. And then on the front, you're gonna write the title. In this example, the title would be, I am unlovable. And then you can write, by my old belief system. I am unlovable, and then the book, the story, is by the old belief system, not the current one, the old one. And then on the inside, you're gonna write how it made you feel, and or, you can choose one or both, how it made you feel and or what the true story is. And then you're gonna either rip it up or you're gonna shred it up, or however, make it into little pieces, okay? You're going to get a plant, a real plant. This is not a real plant. I do not have one at the moment. I have to go get one. But a real plant with real dirt, okay? But you're going to mix this in with the soil, and you're going to take care of the plant and water the plant, and this acts as compost for new growth. Now, you could view it as a silly little ritual, but actually what you're doing is reprogramming your subconscious. Because your subconscious, if you tell your subconscious that speaking on stage is super scary, it's one of the scariest things that can happen. If you're on stage, your brain is reading that as a real threat because your subconscious mind is trying to protect you, and you've given it the dialogue to say, this is danger. This is danger for me. So when you're saying to your subconscious mind, no, that story's not true, it's outdated, and I buried it, and new growth came from it. It helps your brain to let the story go as well.